What's up?
Hello, everybody. How you doing? I wish that music would just keep playing, kind of on through.
We totally could keep it
playing through. You know, I know. Every time I come in, I open it the same way. My head's bobbing and everything. Like I said, I feel like I'm in a '90s sitcom every time I get on this show.
Yeah, man. I feel like for me, it's one of the best tracks that this one guy does. I got some background music now on.
Yeah.
Recently bought this one thing called Loopback, which Jedi Josh told me about way back, but I never bought it because it's kind of expensive. But it's the only for us Apple users. So what can you do? We got some people.
What can you do?
It's been a long time. This is a month out, maybe 3 weeks. I mean, how many weeks?
2 weeks. You weren't here last week, and you weren't here the week after that, or before that. And I didn't do any like sly Bigham's Tea attacking Art Bro stuff. So like you should be all good. Well, it's just been 2 weeks.
I wanted to have one stream at least without a guest to get things. So yeah, this one is no guest. This one is just.
Well, we've also been talking about doing a Ninja Turtles watch through because I sent you the link that it's free right now to watch on YouTube. So we wanted to do a watch along. And that's kind of what I was prepped for. But you brought up something that was interesting. Right. That was, we're going to do some art resource list.
Yeah.
And I'm not much on the digital side, guys, but I'm a big analog guy. So I've got tons of the best books from college and from professional stuff to list out here. I wish I had time to get the list.
We're going to compile as much as we can from everything. So it'll be not only books, but videos, every resource, every class, every tutorial, every atelier, everything you can possibly find. We want to put it all in one list.
And we want to build it. I remember Joe kind of telling me, like, this is not going to be completed by the end of this episode. We're going to build it. And we're going to be asking from you guys in the community, not just CG, but whereabouts. Hey, what's the best resources you guys got? We'll check them out. We'll see if I don't even know if there's a jury in it. Like if you've got something that hits you hard, there's got to be something good in it, apparently. Sure. But I'm not going to speak for Joe on that setup.
So absolutely. I mean, I think it's going to be fluid. We're going to build this thing over more than just one episode. However, let's point out the people in chat. Noah says he was second to StreamYard. What is he second to?
We got Skip Edwards, we got Noah, we got Bud in the house, we got Leroy. What's up, buddies? Haven't seen you in a while. We got Collision Bomb, and it looks like that's our list right now. Jeremy Burtz, what's up, Jeremy Burtz? How you doing, Jeremy Burtz? I can't miss Jeremy Burtz.
So Skip brings up a couple things. Well, the main thing is that I just about crack last week, and it was an interesting week because I was out of the loop of a lot of it, but I made the video and I wanted to help out my friends as much as I could about this whole crack thing. All
right, real quick. You mentioned it. Let me just pass this because this is quick. When you did the disavow of the crack, and there was some backlash on that, at least from my side. I support the crack because I understand the metaphor of the crack. I think you guys and Bancroft, I think you guys just had the joke go right over your head because you guys thrive off the crack. You just don't know it.
So you're saying we haven't even entered into the 12-step program.
The creative oomph to create something and go forward with it with everything that you got, like you did with Star Circuit, like Blousecroft did with the Loose End, like I'm doing with Becken. My comics coming, just wait. And just a lot of these creators, Dojo Kun and Garcia and everybody. It's just you guys are all on the crack. You just don't know it. It's the creative crack. It's the art crack. That's what it is. Y'all missing the metaphor.
Absolutely.
You guys are disavowing the very power you guys wield.
Crack is a meme, if you will, in the community. However, maybe
the real crack don't do real crack, kids. Real crack, no, don't do that. But this metaphorical crack, this giant crack rock of creativity. This is what you need.
Put away your rock lamp.
And this thing was the size of a bowling ball when I started working on Becken.
So, yeah,
So-
I want to bring up a couple things. My internet is unstable because it's not wired today. I have not figured it out, mainly because the Spectrum guy was some sort of I don't know. Maybe he was trying to do his best. I'm not gonna tell him that he wasn't trying to do his best. The point is, he wired it to like the room I didn't want it to be wired to. Anyway, so now I got to like have it split, or have the guy come back out. But anyway, hopefully the internet's not too bad. We got a good reception in here so far. We have TF, which is the writer of my new book. I'm working on Left Hand.
Hey, Collision Bomb, the split. She'll get it.
I hope. So let's do this. Let's do it. Let's really get into what we're going to talk about. I'm going to put the background music back on.
What are we talking about today, Joe?
Well, all right, the whole idea here is we have resources for everybody, and artists usually stick to themselves, namely Jeremy. We're talking about Jeremy here. No, most of us stick to our routine, right? So I wanted to do a thing where we kind of compile everything, grab a note from Clayton Barden and start something that's not that kind of maybe developed, but just a document that we can all look to kind of like what the Robocopter did with crowdfunding. I want to do that with art resources. If you want to find a way to I don't know.
Is this the Star Circuit resource? Is this the motherboard of the Star Circuit?
This is straight up just Comicsgate art. And if you want to have whatever you want in it, I can, just ask permission, and we'll get whoever's input into this. So if you guys have any of your favorite resources, if you're an artist, and you got a favorite book, a favorite website, a favorite whatever art subscription or magazine or whatever, who knows what it is, maybe just a set of brushes, mention that in the chat, and this is going to be built over many episodes of this thing. So, and I don't know if you noticed this, Jeremy, but I'm standing up right now, dude. I'm standing.
No, you look just as short as you always are.
Dude, I feel really tall, dude. I'm standing up.
It's like Mini-Me wiggling his feet.
Huh?
It's like Mini-Me wiggling his feet.
Oh, dude, I'm feeling tall.
So how's that standing desk?
Dude, it's great. Well worth the nearly $1,000 it cost. Now, that wasn't a humble brag. That was just, what it is. Like, if you want to do this, you got to do it right.
Guys, he posted some pictures of his drawing desk. I am jelly sauced. I mean, I'm straight up smashed up Smucker's jelly sauce. That's a beautiful desk, man. I've got an easel there that, if you guys notice, my background's a little bit empty because I got rid of a painting that I finally finished after 4 years. Woo-ha! So that was a classical traditional painting. But I'm kind of jelly sauced of your wooden desk, man. That looks like the bastion of like what your creativity can actually start crunching out. Now you have no excuse. You have no excuse.
I have any excuse. It's really great because whenever you have that like lactic acid that builds up or whatever, or you're just feeling weird when you're sitting down, you can stand up, keep working.
Throw up Jose Garcia real quick. He's got a good comment.
Yes, for sure. I wanted to, before I move on, I want to comment on Skip. For sure, Skip. I hope that you have something to add. Jose does have a comment about some awesome documents floating around Twitter, like studying storyboard on a budget, comics on a budget, such. Yes, I've seen character design on a budget, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But here, we want to make our own. Screw those guys. Storyboarders, dude.
I mean, let's all be real with each other. Art is like science. We're working off the shoulders of people who have went through this, diagrammed it how many thousands of times? How many different ways can you learn how to draw perspective? And there's always new ways to learn. It's all up to you to discover. So I guess it's your choice of resource that might apply to your style or your learning curve. Maybe the language is a bit different. Maybe the approach is slanted just the right way that you pick up on it. So utilize every resource that you're attracted to.
Right. I wanted to bring up many things here. don't know why my computer lags so bad where I can't even get a space bar in. Maybe I have to type slower.
Doing tattoos and hunching over a desk is very taxing, and if you're having to do that, like, you got to get your back straightened up, you got to do stretches, you got to get up for a while. What Joe's doing with a standing desk, that's like killer. Like with the easels, I work standing up. You can live with the work. If Joe puts on a good record and he's dancing while he's working like that, it's gonna be nuts.
And I'll get my vibraphone and I'll put on the nice record and be busting a move. Coleman showed up. What's up, Coleman?
What's up, Coleman? How you doing?
Before we break things down, let's start with the categories. There's books, videos, which would maybe just count as tutorials, but I'm sure there's tutorials and videos that are separate, probably.
I'm glad I grabbed these particular books, to be honest with you. But yeah, I've got another big, large book, but it's just a collection book. It's gigantic, but it's...
Right. There's probably tons. So what other categories here, Jeremy? I'm going to try to hone you in. So.
Well, I mean, not necessarily tutorials, but I really like... I don't know. Ethan... God, what's his name? Becker. Ethan Becker.
Oh, Becker. Okay.
I really like his style of kind of going at it. It's a little comedic. It's a little like in your face and it's a little cheesy too, but he's a really good artist that kind of breaks things down. He comes at a bunch of popular artists that titles his videos like, I'm going to be fixing Kim Jong-ji's bad art. Yeah, and then you go watch it, and it's, he, in the end, he's like, I just destroyed his career, go over there, subs to his channel because he's going to need it after I just tore him,
I think he's a little clickbaity, but that's...
Yeah, for sure. But I like a lot of the techniques and simplifications that he uses. On a technical level, I like what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. So that's a specific.
Yeah, videos.
That's under videos. And what I want is actual links, Jeremy. So throw in the private.
Okay.
Go there and find me Ethan Becker's link, and I'll throw it in.
Yes, sir.
So under tutorials, that would maybe include written. Let's say written tutorials. And then there's video tutorials. There'd be like, let's say, software tools.
The software, the brushes. I think is what you and I were talking about. Actually, I mean, you know how you and me were talking about software issues earlier this week. Are you talking about that any or addressing it any?
For software? What do you mean?
Yeah, so like how certain softwares limit what your printability settings may be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll put it in week one. So this is that what you gave me here?
That's what came up.
Okay. Hopefully you're not giving us porno, dude.
Wow.
Dude, there is porn on YouTube. I don't know if you...
I'm surprised his link is that dirty. I'll be honest with you. I figured it'd be like youtube.com/Ethan Becker, but whatever.
So we need more categories. Under brushes, that really is software brushes. I'm not talking about...
Right.
So under software, we can start naming stuff, but I want to get the categories first. Anybody in chat say anything?
Robert Marzullo's tutorials.
Yes.
Robert Marzullo.
Yes, I want the categories first, but I'll put that one down. That way we know to come back to Rob's.
Sherry's going, pull up your tutorials. Right.
I will. Let me just get the categories of the way, guys. You guys are jumping the gun.
Do you want to break it down to like what's good anatomy, what's good color, what's good?
Well, I mean, under each section, you know what I mean? I'd rather do it under class, like, medium rather, book, video, whatever. That way you can go through it that way. And then under books, we can say anatomy, blah, blah, and then we list all the anatomy books. And then under that, whatever, all the things we want, perspective, all the things.
Can we add a sub book in the very, very end? A sub book for game design?
Yeah, dude, you can put as much as you want.
Because I've got all kinds of game design books.
Jose says he's a big fan of Mark Brunet. I am as well.
Oh, yeah.
He's got sometimes odd figures to me, and some not maybe odd faces. I don't know, something about his stuff is a little odd. I just don't know what it is.
He says the same thing about my process until it gets a certain threshold of render. So that's what I'll say.
I'm listening. So
I've heard a few people talk about Garcia's a process like that too, that it's just a little trippy. It weirds them out, like how he just throws out like that. I'm like, dude, yeah. That's what I remember seeing at college. I remember seeing some guys like that come in and just be like, yeah. So I love it.
Okay, so are there any other categories? I'm sure there are tools that would include like
I mean, you don't want to do animation, do you? I mean, I guess I could help the community with their trailers, or if you're doing web comics.
What are you saying now?
An animation category.
Yeah, I mean, this is all about the media.
Acting. You're gonna need to know acting to be able.
No, but I'm looking for the medium. Do you have any other mediums? Like
yeah.
Versus videos. You know what I mean? To me, I think we're close because at this point you got to think. Oh yeah, like supplies. Probably shouldn't say this one. Supplies.
Yeah, supplies. I literally sent that to him earlier today. It's like, what are you talking about? It's pretty, and I was like pencils and paper, and
okay, so I think we'll move on from here because we're close to what it all could be. So the types of the fundamentals probably could go into each one, which are, what would you say the fundamentals are? Anatomy, perspective,
color theory, life drawing for sure. You really need
under anatomy.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't. I would consider those two different skills.
Throw in here composition.
Yep. You actually might have a few things in 3D or compositing to talk about. And I'll be honest with you, off record, I need to talk to you about like texturing models, like the UV maps and all that.
Ooh, that gets deep quick.
Mm-hmm.
So with written tutorials, first thing I can think of is how to draw comics.net.
Yeah, you could. Barton Bros right there. I mean, people like David Finch. I mean, I guess you guys are already following a lot of these guys, right?
Yeah, but the point is to build this thing to the range where you stop recognizing. You won't know necessarily everybody.
Oh, do you want to go chronologies, like eras, like by dates, by like decades?
No.
Okay.
I want to just stick to like the categories. It's all good. So I'm just trying to like keep this somewhat organized.
Michael Hampton. Jose's out there with his analytical figure drawing.
Yes. Michael Hampton is one of the best. I love that dude. Okay, so I'm trying to build out the categories first.
Yeah, I like modern day James too. I bust into him when I was actually throwing out a lot of the Beckon stuff and promoting. I jumped into modern day James a lot and was like, "Hey, dude, check out my game." He's actually really cool people. I love his process, and man, does he slap a da piazza. He does. He plays some bass. He slaps the bass.
Oh, he plays guitar very well too.
Yeah.
All right. So it seems like everybody wants to jump right in, and I don't blame them because that's what everybody knows. Before we get going,
Bud's got an old library of books too. So back to the book section.
All right. So Jeremy, before let's get your books out of the way. That way.
I was just saying, I wasn't trying to bug you.
No, no, no. I want to go through the books you had since you found
All
them.
right.
You had to go back in the before you do. I want
Go
to
ahead.
shout out to Reese is here, and we got Emerson's here. Hey Joe, I'm taking off to recuperate mentally. See you when I come back. All right, peace. Good to see you though. So yeah, what's your books?
Well, one of the bigger books that influenced me during the college years was A Guide to Drawing, the 6th edition by Daniel Mendelowitz.
Was that for general? We'd say that would be like a general book.
Yeah, it goes through just basically every process of getting down all your fundamentals, like when it calls just to like learning to see things. And
that called
for
again?
what A Guide to Drawing, 6th edition. There's 3 authors here. So Mendelowitz. So
I don't need.
yeah.
Let's give me like maybe the top 1 or 2.
Daniel M. Mendelowitz.
Mendelowitz. How do you spell it?
Yeah, Mendelowitz.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll put that in.
It goes through line, value, texture, the psychology of it, how to see things, copying and sketching, like from what you're looking at to going in it, like not tracing, but literally like interpreting what you're seeing, not what your brain sees, but what you see. You know, and transpiring that over. I think there's a few exercises in here on drawing without looking. So a lot of that, like getting your hand used to moving to what your brain is doing. So
yeah, I just went and grabbed the link. This is what I want to do. I want to go, dude, this is a rare book, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty pricey. But I'm going to put it up here anyway. No worries. I'm going to put it into our Word doc. That way people can go find the thing.
And then my final art book that I have out of that bunch is a history of art. So understanding how we've progressed as a civilization, as art has grown through its different, eras, how we've gotten better at it, and then postmodernism and kind of where it's been evolving. So through this, you can kind of see art as a species-wide thing we're all getting better at.
I'm going to leave off the link. Yeah, I repeat the title now.
This one is, man, it's got a lot of titles. Western Civilization, Ideas, Politics, and Society, 8th edition, volume 2 from the 6th.
That's an art book?
It's an art history book.
We don't want art history, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's good for a reference to see like what masters hit the peak.
What we'll do here is
make
that its own category reference. And
there you go. Yeah. Yeah, the rest of them are mainly game books.
Okay.
Because I opened the wrong boxes. So
tell me the reference one again.
A Guide to Drawing?
No, the Western whatever.
Oh, Western Civilization, Ideas, Politics, and Society. 8th edition, volume 2 from the 1600s. It covers a good chunk.
Politics and Society? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because art is a signature of a civilization. What do other archaeologists dig up?
Art. Thanks.
So,
bring some good wisdom to Noah by saying Bridgman is good, but Hammond, he says, is much more thorough and a free art style also. I would say I agree. Bridgman is great, but he's almost like if you want to fill in the gaps of your knowledge, Bridgman's good. Otherwise, it's he's almost like this. I don't know. You definitely don't read his book and feel like you have the full knowledge of anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
animation was the Richard Williams book. I have it packed away, but I don't have it now.
Okay, I can put that in another category, I guess.
Okay. But that's the Bible of animation. So everybody knows that book.
Okay, so what are we missing here? What were you got some art books?
No, I told you I'm out of art books. Now we're into screenwriting and game design. So I'm kind of basically going to throw those to the side until you're ready.
Yeah, those are. I would say those are going to be a bonus section.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back to the chat and see what we missed here. Namely, first we have Jose saying Michael Hampton. Let's pull up Michael Hampton real quick. That's under anatomy.
Yep, that's what I was mentioning earlier.
What is that one called again?
Hold on. It's analytical figure drawing book.
I feel like that's the old one, my friend.
And CGMA course for anatomy.
Let me see. I feel like that's the old one. Let me see his most updated one. Michael Hampton. Figure drawing design and invention is his new one. But I'll put both.
Joe, what? I mentioned it a few episodes ago. That drawing dynamically book.
Which one?
Remember the book that you crowdfunded that was about drawing dynamics?
Oh, yes. Well, I've done many. I'll get to those.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll get there.
I just don't want you to forget them.
Dude, how can I forget? How can I forget? Let's do.
Animation Survival Kit is awful. It's a good bridge if you've not done it before. But if you've got any other good suggestions, Garcia, please throw them up here.
All right. So under Burn Hogarth, can you tell me some of the names, Skip, for Burn? I know Scott McCloud's ones are Understanding Comics and Making Comics.
I went through the Animation Survival Kit, but then afterwards, that's when I started Beckon. So a lot of what I did with Beckon is what I kind of took from that and other things, and just went my own like with Sakuga animation or limited animation. That was kind of something I was finding myself in for Beckon. I didn't really follow any rules. I was just kind of in the material, kind of like what I'm doing with comics right now. So I'm in it, so I could pull off something.
Yeah, so I'm looking up specific. You can help me out by looking up specific books for Burn.
Burn Hogarth, Scott McCloud, Dynamic Light and Shadow.
So yeah, he's saying, read those out to me again. What's he got here?
Dynamic Light and Shadow. I think it's Burn Hogarth and Scott McCloud.
Yeah, he's naming the Burn Hogarth ones right now.
Yeah. Okay, and then there's Coleman saying ADC Art Attack is a colonist. Does comparison between cheap and expensive stuff. Live stream 2. Our Garcia, either Caroon animation from, it might be cartoon animation, and Present Blair, an animation crash course from Eric Goldberg.
Okay, I will get to the.
Yeah, thanks guys for putting them in the chat, because we'll probably retroactively go through the chat and add these to the list.
We're gonna do it live. I just I've got to take time to type it. You got to give me time to type.
I think learning from each other. If you guys have people that are in animation that are doing YouTube channels and doing some awesome stuff, again. Modern Day James does really good stuff. I'm thinking of there's this guy, I can't remember his name, but he's pretty prominent. He does a lot of the Sakuga animation. He breaks it down on YouTube. He's a really good resource. I got to find that.
So analytical figure drawing, that is also by Michael Hampton. Let's do.
Oh, Bud's sitting there going, "It is Hogarth. I have the book." Yeah, okay. Yeah, Bud's got the book, the Hogarth book. Probably want to throw that up here.
Yeah, no worries, dude. Yeah, it's not a big deal. We're gonna put as much as we can into this thing. This is why I'm calling it the ultimate guide.
Skip secret messaging you. You better check your DMs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to find this guy's animation.
Secret messages.
That's what I was saying.
I'll check it out. He's DMing me hopefully helpful links and not some sort of
not Rick rolling you.
Yeah.
Noah.
He's sending me on a burn. Yeah. Thank you, dude. Will Eisner, comics and sequential art. Yes, all this will be added as we go here. I'll put in that one right now. I would put that under storytelling though, right? Comics and sequential art.
Is there any script writing books that you know of?
Well, we'll put that in the bonus section.
Okay. Are you? Okay.
There's so many art stuff that it's going to take 5 streams to get this thing done. So let's see what he's got here. Yeah, Framed Ink 1 and 2 would be in the storytelling or composition kind of probably. Let's see.
I'm gonna have to wait for this kid to have another video pop up on my things to find. I can't remember his name.
What, you're trying to remember which guy?
Yeah. Like that's half the thing is like Joe told me what we were doing at like 3 o'clock today. So I'm like, I don't know what I gotta do.
Yeah, dude, I 5 different things. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
All right, so let me get some Jose stuff in here.
Yeah.
Jose's got cartoon animation with Preston Blair. So that goes under animation.
Eric Goldberg. Yeah. And then he said for writing story, Robert McKee and How to Save the Cat are musts on animation and the story department.
Yeah, dude, How to Save This Cat is my claim to fame when I have fame. But no, I love How to Save the Cat. Is that what it's called? No.
How to Save the Cat.
It's not How to Save the Cat. It's just Save the Cat, I think.
No, okay.
That's why it threw me off. I was like, what?
I am reading the chat.
And they story by Eric.
He's like Sakuga Water. The kid was really good at doing water stuff. I think no, that can't be him. No, that was too easy. That's going to drive me nuts now. I'm sorry.
What?
I watched a ton of this guy's tutorials and stuff, and I can't find him now. I know I subbed.
Dude,
I'll find it. I'll update it when I find it.
Yeah, just grab what you think. Find me. I can tell you like 5 different people to find me links for because we'll need them for the.
Okay, video. Tell me how to find them, Joe. What am I looking for?
Throw me Robert Mazzullo. Throw me Brunet. Throw me. Which Brunet, I think he still goes by that. Not Cube Brush. He used to go by Cube Brush on YouTube. But
you want Twitter accounts?
No, the tutorials themselves, the video channels, the YouTube channels. Meanwhile, I'm safe so I don't dodge myself.
Joe, play the music, please, or I'm gonna sing on top of us, looking for things.
Thousands of songs to help us out here. Okay. Background art.
I got narrated by Robert Mazzullo. I find videos that have Robert Mazzullo as a narrator or accredited, but
he definitely has a channel, and it's probably called Robert Mazzullo. Go for Mark Renee first, or Proco. Just give me Proco. I'll put Proco in.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
And Modern Day Games, I forgot about you.
Oh, I could have got you that one.
Jose saying, was Howard Windhurst the Sakura guy you were looking for?
Probably. What was it? Sorry. Give me a second. I'll check. I think that might be it. Because I just looked at that and that's what I was looking at. And I was like, yeah, that's him. And I wasn't subscribed on this account. Yeah, so hold on. Thank you, Jose.
Okay. Let's see here. Dude, this is real work, dude. Why did I sign us up for this? What did I miss here? Animation Crash Course by Eric. Oh, got it. Awesome. Let me get the other ones that.
All right, throw me out some more stuff, guys. Basically, chat's driving me now. Throw some stuff up. I'll look for it. I'll give Joe the link.
Yes.
Okay, so NTM's like Greg Capullo.
Yeah, I got that in.
Okay, you got that. All right. Did you get Robert McKee?
That's on the section. We'll do that later.
Say that again.
We're going to do that later. It's on the right.
Okay, because it's animation.
Yeah.
See, Joe doesn't like animation.
No, I'm into it. This is I don't think that's animation. That's more screenwriting, right? Robert McKee? Story.
Oh, yeah. Still part of comic books, Joe.
Dude, I don't believe in story, bro.
Sarate.
Right. I feel like I need to sit down. Should I lower the desk?
Sign your petty on the run account.
How's the internet doing out there, guys? Is it holding up?
Let's see what we get.
Dynamic Light and Shade. Yeah, I like by Burn. I like the dynamic for sure.
I like behind in comments. What's going
on?
on?
Dynamic figure drawing. That's what it's called. Yes.
Did you get Bridgman's constructive anatomy?
No. Let me get that
Okay,
in.
I'm going.
Yes. Yeah. All right.
Suck it to me, baby.
Suck it to yeah, by the way, you guys want to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 1990s movie, sometime this week or next week? Because if you do, we're going to watch it on this stream and talk about it. Because we're fans.
Okay, I found a sketchbook, Constructive Anatomy, George Bridgman. It looks like it's a review of a sketchbook by Emilio Rizzo. So
I'm looking for like a complete collection or something. That's what I have.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find. What's in their links? Not the link to George Bridgman.
You sent me...
Oh, okay. Hold on. I found it. It's a book review. I got you. Hopefully they have a link for it somewhere.
I'm going to turn this into YouTube channels instead of video tutorials.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I got a whole list here. Copy. I'm throwing this in private chat, Joe, to make your job easier.
We're doing the Lord's work here, Jeremy.
Well, I'm a year late. I'm 34 now.
Which are these that you just sent me?
I sent you a bunch of stuff. So if you want heads anatomy, if you want hands, Bridgman stuff.
Oh, that's all Bridgman.
I believe so.
Okay, well, I will put that under Bridgman. Let me put the Proco link in first.
Also, if you want the Amazon link for Constructive Anatomy, I'm doing this. Hold on. I'll put the title in there. All right, so that link above that tag is what it is.
Let me see. So the ones, the Bridgman stuff are all books on Amazon.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Hopefully that's the way it goes. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. You don't want books. My bad.
No, I do want books. I do want books. I just have to, because Word, I literally have to probably type it out to keep it all uniform.
Oh, good stuff coming together. Hashtag crickpick.
Who? Who was that?
Crickpick.
Crackback is here?
Crickpick.
You trying to demonetize this video, dude?
He says McFarlane does good drawing video tutorials as well. Noah does.
He does really short ones, I feel like, right? I've seen some of his like Instagram ones. They're not like full-fledged things, though, are they?
I don't know, but could you imagine playing football with a crack rock this big?
Oh, with that crack
Yeah,
rock?
now.
Dude, if Wagner was here, he'd be chasing after that thing.
Hey, D-Wag. Go long, bruh.
Yeah, dude. Okay. No, I need Frog G. Someone go find Frog G to find us links.
I sent Frog G his coin. I hope he's not mad at us. Oh, yeah, Joe, why don't you show people what you got?
What?
What'd you get from me? It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
by my desk. I'm not going to decorate my desk. He got one of these guys. He got one of those.
Right here, dude.
He got one of the Beacon Power coins.
I'm just busy over here doing the real work, dude.
And you guys get those, take pictures.
Okay, so got those. This is all by Bridgman. I'm not putting the links in. We'll come back to the links, I guess.
Did you get, sorry if this is going to get repetitive, but did you get Eric Goldberg in there? I think you said you did.
Believe I did, yes.
Okay. I'm going to go to the beginning and start working my way down. How about that?
Okay.
Skip, he says, Skip way back when says, I'm here for Zayd.
Yeah, I know. I got timed out yesterday by Mo.
Really?
Watching Leroy and gang go through Rockefeller's work, and I was ready to put up an awesome comment. And the next thing I know, Mo decides to use his power irrationally. You know, that's what happens when you do drugs.
Do you want storyboarding on a budget?
Yeah. Hells yeah. I'll put storyboarding.
Okay. Jose brought that back. I'm going to see if it's on Amazon. Nope. I'm going to Google that.
Where did you see that name?
It's not a name. It's a title of a book. Studying Storyboard on a Budget.
Studying Storyboard?
He says you should check him out. So, might be a channel.
Oh, that's not a channel. That's a freaking that's a Twitter thing. It's a Twitter blog. That'd be on the blogs.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
I'm trying my best, Joe.
It's okay, dude. Got your back, bro. Oh, it's like a Tumblr thing, right?
Say what? What'd you say?
Whatever you just said. Studying Storyboard is probably a sweet blog or Tumblr thing.
Zombie on my side, on your side. Say that again. Sorry, my bad. I was singing.
I know, dude. I know. Adobe Photoshop. We're doing software.
I think I got my first. No, it's not my first. Oh, okay. It's a Google Doc. That's what it is. Word. Jose sent me the Google Doc for it.
There you go.
Is it a public Google Doc? Like, are we in issues if we share it? Or were you just like sliding me some, hey, dude, you really need to get better at art kind of tips?
No, he's totally talking about what you're talking about here. We probably should put it in.
Okay. I got it.
I count that as blog, so I'm keeping it there. Just put it in the private chat.
You're a privy chat.
Yeah.
Hey, that most recent link I gave you is the Google Doc link.
Okay.
That's in privy chat, so that's Joe's fault if he posted, not my fault.
Dude, I don't care, dude. Come get me, bro.
Come get me, bro.
All right. All right, so I want to get links for a bunch of software-free brushes if I can find brushes for free. I know there's a bunch of them.
Hey, Skip, throw your link in, you wrench.
All right, so under perspective, my favorite book is by David Chelsea.
Thanks, Jose, for that Google Doc.
I don't even know what he calls it, dude. Let me look at this thing. He calls it woke, David. I know David's probably pretty woke. Chelsea.
Ooh, that's a change of mood.
Yep. This is one of the tracks on.
Did you see that? I got a screenshot of Joe doing that. He was.
That's what happens when I'm standing up, dude. Got my hand on my hip and shit. All right, so his book's called
This is my anatomy study.
Perspective for Comic Book Artists.
I probably did that too good. All right.
Who's that?
Nothing. Just move along.
I'm moving.
Perspective for comic book art, David Chelsea. Going for it. Going for it. Going for it. Are you going for it, Joe? We don't need to be like.
I mean, you can get the link if you'd like.
All right, so that link right there takes you to Perspective for Comic Book Artists.
Okay.
I'll give you the title. Give me a second. Yeah.
Oh, this is a dance party.
Someone clip what? Noah.
Okay. So,
all right, what else we got? What else we got? Colonel's acting like he's actually on crack. Something's got to get you excited, I guess.
Perspective for Comic Book, David Chelsea, yes. The second one ain't good, but the first one is gold, yes. Indeed. I know what you're talking about. David Chelsea's first book is up there with Scott McCloud style awesomeness. Color Theory, that's, what's his name?
Oh, that's right. I have a really good, another rare, old, expensive Color Theory book. But it's packed away.
I got tons. We'll have to come back to this after I unpack.
Sorry, I don't remember the title. It was something I had to study, so I didn't care. I forgot the title. It was something basic, like that Western civilization.
Let's do this YouTube channel thing.
Yo, two classes of Color Theory at SCAD, so it's nuts.
Yo, Jose, did you see the Metroid, the new Metroid game? How glorious is that old school awesomeness? Yeah, I'm stoked for that game more than many games. Okay, so you wanted Robert Mazzullo. You just couldn't find him for some reason. You should be just in my whole.
Doing my best, Joe.
Okay, dude. Oh, didn't mean to throw you under the bus. Throw you down. Where are you at, Marzullo? Rob, why are you gonna do me dirty, Rob?
Bud, do you have any Color Theory books on your shelf? Just put it in the chat, dude. Bud's an old school painter, oil painter too, not just sculptor.
Okay.
I'm trying to recognize some of these books, and it's like I remember seeing them on the bookshelf because I remember thumbing through some, but I don't remember actually studying them.
Yeah, this is one of those streams where I won't be able to drink wine at the same time, but I'm doing pretty good. Well, let's see. How to Draw by Scott Roberts.
Any composition drawing books that you know of, Joe?
There's plenty. Well, there's Framed Ink, which we already brought up, 1 and 2.
Okay.
There is another one that's really freaking good. I just don't have my bookshelf to turn around and jog my memory.
Oh, Bud, what's that book that you got that was sculpting? Because guys, I know you're not sculpting, but the more you think in the round, the better your drawings get. Both talents kind of relate very closely. If you sculpt well, you draw well. That's generally the rule of thumb. So the more you can think in the round, the better. And Joe's perspective video on last Sunday does real well to set up your grid in perspective, and that gives you the literal space to build your scene. Like it's hard to, for some people, it's hard to see everything in the space without seeing the grid of which the objects will sit in, you know? So like just seeing a blank piece of paper is very hard for a lot of people to visualize. So when you throw those perspective lines, for me, it's just like bloop, 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 bloop. Everything in my imagination just starts to pop up in places because you gave me the framework, you know, pretty easy. So
it doesn't like going up to the next one because you're too big.
I still think you should have taught 5 point.
Dude, it's for the most part, I don't think it's that useful unless you're going to do something super crazy. But
I've forced perspected it. But I think I've accidentally done it because I was trying to do it for the Bridge of Size piece that I did for my hand.
Right. I just realized the screen hasn't been up for forever.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Tell me, dude. It's supposed to be my
me
Oh, dude. Okay, so where are we?
Oh, we're back to this song.
Oh, I didn't want this song, dude. We've listened to it too long. Too long. This one's better. I like it. It's chill. All right. How to draw comics the Marvel way? Yes, that's general.
He says not just any of that looks like it. Brushes, break out some oil. Come on, bud. Every time I talk to him, he's like, that book I've got. He knows the name of it.
Okay. I'm going to put my tutorials up here, dude, as well. Obviously, I have to. Can you get me Martin? Did you get Modern Day James' link from him?
Oh, do you want me to?
Yes. Trying to steer the ship. You know what I mean? There we go. Modern Day James. No, we need Joe Catapano. Look at that. In the list. I'll get my own link.
These are nasty links. They should be cleaner than that, but that's what's happening.
Yeah, I don't know why they're so. Why not they short links?
Hey, why don't you click one and make sure it works?
I will. Let me just get mine, and then we'll look at that. We're running out of time, though. We are almost an hour. We've got nowhere.
So, Joe, no, we got somewhere. We got to start. How many pages is there in an hour?
2.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. We had to talk a little bit. I want to talk about some other things.
Jose, and NTM, and Skip being there with the MVPs for this. Hold on, Coleman saying the How to Draw manga. Did you already mention that? We're kind of.
I can bring that up. Oh, what am I doing? I know my own channel, dude.
Yeah, because Joe loves that manga.
Dude, I'm quite a bit a manga-ish dude.
I am too, but I got Joe. When I sent my my Bayorn character sketch to you,
yes,
you said cool. Now I threw color on that real early. I didn't go and refine the line. You said something about the Photoshop effect actually came out pretty cool. Sketchier because it was sketchier than what you're used to seeing me do before the color, or what?
I just don't. I'd have to look at it again one more time because I don't remember. I don't remember exactly my thoughts.
All right.
We'd have to definitely talk about that later.
Michael Gurney's books for color.
Michael Gurney, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. Damn it.
What do you mean? Garcia doesn't get like a prize for this or something?
No, he does, dude. He beat me. Winner. What is that thing called again? Not color theory. It's called
Color and Light.
Color and Light.
A
Yeah.
guide for realistic painters. Got it right here.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm anti-crack, but I'm not anti-vino. So I'm a little bit intoxicated this time. Next time I will be totally sober, and then I'll be able to run this thing a little bit better. However, we did pretty good. We did pretty good for just a normal Italian dude, bro. You know, I was just cooking sauce before this, you know, and that's what I'm about to go do is eat some sweet pastas. But we got pretty far. I want to bring up a couple things before we bounce off this thing. Thanks everybody for bringing their input. We're going to do this again. Next week we have a couple guests. We definitely have Fiendish, Irene from Fiendish on next week. So be ready for that. That'll be fun. And maybe one more guest, possibly. But I want to bring up two things. One, I like to bring up my campaign. But before we do that, I do have that sweet coin of Jeremy's. Jeremy's, let's turn this thing the right way. There we go. Back in.
Yeah.
This thing is way bigger than I thought.
Yeah, what's your review? Give me your review.
It's actually, well, look, the post office screwed up the whole shit in it. So
You're the only one that's had that problem so far.
Well, that's because my post office also screwed up my proofs. They screwed up, you know, many things. They almost crushed Sovereign Wolf's book for some reason. I don't know how that's possible. But yeah, the coin is really heavy. Feels like I could beat somebody with it and it'd actually be a weapon.
Wow.
But no, it's very well, dude.
Maybe I should have sent this with a warning. Do not throw.
You see this? Zoom in. There we go.
Don't throw at your kids.
Some sweet ornate details right there, dude.
Thanks, buddy.
I approve. More than approve. I think it's awesome. Before we do anything else, I want to bring up Star Circuit because it feels like it's another time, place right now.
I'm not painting his models. We gotta say that I'm not painting his models. I tried it. He sent me a small one. This is a lot smaller. The big ones are about this big, and they're gonna be sick. But damn you, Joe, for giving me a 2 square inch smaller and everything, because the details, the only thing that screwed me up, paint thickness and the perfection on the wheels. That's what messed me up. Though you could definitely tell it's hand painted just because of everything else. I tried my best, but yeah, he's gonna get a pro to do that.
It's a awesome version that I think it, like, if you want to call it the hand painted look, I think you could and totally put that out.
No, I'm gonna jack this one up because I'm angry at it. And so now that we're going to do our custom builds, I'm going to jack this thing all up. I'm going to punk it out and then make you sad because that's the color scheme and setup of the metric,
yes.
Off the factory metric bike. So that's what I liked about it. It was like, oh, this is right out the factory. So I get to chuck it up and knock it off, print out some stickers and slap on it. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So back to those custom paint job things that you're wanting people to do.
That's what I hope everybody will do, dude. That's what I hope. Everyone that gets one, that will paint one. I hope Nefarious streams.
But the details, even on this one, insanely sharp. I could not believe that the 3D print came out that clean.
Yeah, it's probably the cleanest 3D print we've seen. A lot of people said that. I think Shay, the Red, has said that when she saw it.
It's sharp, dude. You definitely underpriced it.
I have the proofs. I got my proofs for a lot of the stretch goals, namely one. We have the postcard with the new back. Looks pretty sweet. So this is one stretch goal everybody gets. It's pretty awesome. We got several others, but the point is, a lot of the book I've seen, and a lot of I'm making big updates. So for Star Circuit, everybody, it's going to be a little while longer because I'm having another set of proofs come to me. Like here is one that came out pretty good. Let's bring it up full screen for myself.
Yeah.
Do this thing, solo it. So this thing is the layouts and design book. Looks killer.
He's got it in his hands.
Yeah, dude, it's amazing. It's the back and front. And I changed up a whole lot what's in the book. I don't want to give it away because I did mess with a lot of the levels and everything. So there's a lot that went on. Anyway, the campaign, that's what I want to bring up. I've been getting a lot of traction recently for some reason. And I want to bring up the fact that we're still in demand and you guys can get a cheap book. It's a very cheap book, but it is a well-quality book. It's a cyberpunk racing book called Star Circuit. If you don't know, it is written, illustrated by me. It's about a street racer that's going against androids who are now the best racers out there. So, yeah, pretty much it's man versus machine, dude. Yeah. Did you just break something?
No, I almost did. I caught that.
But yeah, so here's our that Jeremy was just talking about. You can get this. There's still 25 left of the first edition. You get this gray or primed. And, I believe that we're going to get many more. Once you guys read this book, you're going to want to have one of these on your desk. And this book will probably be out to you after June, even though I've been saying June. It'll probably be after because of the second round of proofs. A lot of delays with bags and boards. For some reason, it's taken 2.5 months to get those. And also the house move that I've made to this place here has been really slow and a pain. But yeah, thanks for everybody for coming, checking it out, and tell your friends about Star Circuit. It's awesome, and I hope we get as much traction and eyes on as possible.
If Star Circuit gets picked up to be made into a movie, who do you want directing and who's playing Atlas?
Well, he may be a little woke, I think, but I think Edgar Wright would do this also. After I saw Baby Driver, I was like, this dude could do car shit. And he also did Scott Pilgrim, which he can do kind of this kind of meshing of comics versus it would just be a cool version. I think he would do a great job.
Yeah, you would love seeing that screeching scene done by him, right?
Yeah, right.
Like across the finish line. Yeah.
Yeah, he would even maybe put panels in there. Who knows? Who'd you say?
Yeah, who would play Atlas?
Tough gig. If Timothy Chalamet wasn't so frail looking, I would say him, but he's really frail looking, dude. He doesn't look like he could survive in the slums. But yeah, thanks for everybody for showing up. I don't want to hold everybody because I know
for sure.
I'm hungry and I don't want to drag everybody else on. But dude, that's a great point. I really want to bring up where you are with Beckett. Any updates on your end before we go?
Yeah. So as I've been rubber banding between my book 1 that a lot of guys have already seen, I developed a book 3. There is a book in the middle, but these are just the way I'm chunking up story bits that are a massive story. Joe knows I've been working on this for 10 years. I'm now starting to canonize all this into one document, and already I'm that thick of printed paper, and I'm not half done yet. And this isn't written like a book. This is just bullet points. Some of it's like a novel, some of it's like a script. I'm just chunking it all in chronologically, and just to be able, Joe knows it, but does he know how much I have canonized? My other friends and stuff like that, even my brother, he knows I've got it, has seen a lot of it, but how much? Right. I really want to be called crazy. So I'm back to book 1, just got the script done for it. I know it sounds backwards. I did the images and then went back and wrote the script. But Joe probably, when he reads it, when he gets time, they're doing it that way probably showed me how to do it the forward direction. So without drawings, write it like this, and then go to drawing it.
Heck yeah. So please go watch Jeremy's channel on Friday.
Oh yeah, if you guys want to play an RPG, go to Steam. If you play PC, check out Beckoned. It's there. All of my links should be in Art Bros videos, Joe, aren't yours?
It should be there at the bottom, yes.
Guys, by the way, while I'm talking about it, like and subscribe.
Yes. And speaking of that, before we go, the link for all the resources, the Google Doc that I'm making is in the description. So if you want to save that page, we'll be adding to it as we do these creationary streams for this thing. Next week we have
Creationary.
Yes, creationary. Making it I do. I've got the guests next week. We've got the guests next week. I've got a couple cool covers I'm doing, which I can announce probably eventually. But for now, I can't. But just know they're awesome and got plenty of things to show.
Something tells me it has to do with a Robo Frog.
Ooh, wish it was.
All right, you sounded that excited about it, though.
No. It would be cool. But have a good night, everybody. We're going to go out. I'm going to get this whole mixtape for Star Circuit. By the way, if you back the book, you get a mixtape. Blah, blah, blah. I have a guy mastering it. I'm going to send that off soon. So your Jews, if you're out there, are going to be sending you files very soon so you can master it. Here's one of the tracks off the as I usually do, play the track as we exit the Art Pro stream. Peace out, guys. Thanks for showing up.
Laters.